Hello and welcome, I'm Nathan442 and this is SketchUp Make. This time we're going to be talking about getting around rotations. So, one thing that can trip up SketchUp learners is the rotation tool, apparently. Don't worry if geometry isn't your suit, there's no need to get confused, and a little practice will soon get you the hang of it. Load up this blank one here. We use the architect design millimeters template. To begin, we need to get the rectangle tool. So if we get the rectangle tool from here, where is it? Rectangle. Draw it to any size you like. Create a square. So we create a square. You know it's a square because the line will appear, and it kind of looks up. Once drawing it, click on the measurements box in the bottom right corner of the screen, or just type 100, 100. There we go. Now that is, shit me, it's tiny. Yeah, that's 100 by 100 millimeters. So that's 10 centimeters or so. And it's not on the bottom line for some weird reason as well. I'm not sure why. Okay. Now we're gonna get the good old push pull tool out. We'll do it up a little bit. 100. There we go. And then we'll put that all inside the sides of the entire thing. So we want to triple click the whole thing. Oh Jesus. Okay. Select all, because sometimes that just works easier. We'll lock it down so it's on the lines, just to make it more standard, you know. Then next we want to get the rotation tool. So that's this thing here. Now we have actually selected it all. You can do Control A, or you can triple click it sometimes. Oh Jesus, what am I doing? Okay, so yeah. Depending on depending on what axis this protractor, is it, or whatever you call it, yeah, it's protractor. Depending on what direction that is facing depends on which direction your tool rotates. So this one will rotate oh jeez, we'll rotate it around that way, which doesn't always make sense, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. So if it's on that side, this side stays still, kind of, wherever you put the pointer as well. So it's important to note that it will lock to that point, and then you can lock that to another point, and then you can spin it by that, just so you know. That's good. Now with the cube selected, switch to the rotation tool. You notice protractor appears. Protractor is going to be an excellent way to use the rotation tool. Okay, that's good. Yeah, as I said, you'll notice that it changes colour depending on the face, and that'll be the face that it rotates around. So if you did it around that corner there, you could do that, which is good. I mean, obviously as well, you can use this to so like say we want to select that there and that there. You can just pull that down to there. So now that's in line with the corner at the bottom. We'll triple click that. That's like triple click. There we go. And we can move that up. So we'll hold it there. So it's just kind of like along the same line. On the blue axis, it's also touching the red axis now as well. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Now that is rotated. Now what we're going to do is we'll select the rotation tool again. We'll choose this side here, and then we will lock it down to a corner. And with that corner, we can just kind of rotate it around that axis, and we can bring it up or down or whatever you want to do. To move that around. I mean, it's kind of pointless right now, because there is no need for us to actually rotate this around. Oh jeez. Okay, let's undo that. Oh jeez, what's going on? Alright, so I mean, if we wanted to, we could just select one face. and this is the face with the 4 lines on the outside, so you double click it. Now obviously, like anything else, you can just rotate this face, so you can kind of rotate the whole cube like this to kind of scrunch it up as a really strange looking cube, or as a bit of a diamond, I suppose, in certain ways. It is a very strange object now if you look at it. It kind of looks a bit like a dice, like a D7 dice. D7? Is it D7? With this also, you can still use, like say you wanted to do this here, you want to make a rectangle here, you can still use the push-pull tool to push or pull certain areas, so you can move that in, and that will still work. So you can make some really cool designs with this by itself. You can pull this out if you really wanted to. It's going to look really strange, but you know, or pull this one out as well. I mean, it's really confusing to draw, and it's really confusing to kind of understand with your mind when you see it, when you see this kind of drawing. I'm not sure how that would print, to be honest. I don't know if it would print very well or not, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So basically, that's mostly it. If we just go back, there's the square. The easiest way to use it would be to select a corner. So if we select this corner here and we select this corner here, we can we can just kind of spin it around like that and then back. No. Okay. Select all. Select all. Okay, so we select this corner, select that corner, and then if we wanted to, we could just kind of take the freaking lines away from it. Select this corner, and then kind of rotate it round. So if we wanted another one to be here, we could do that. Now, I'm not sure how I just did that. But it worked. Oh god, it worked. And I was supposed to do this, and then kind of like, oh. I think it was actually shift click or something, wasn't it? Control click. Yeah, so if you control click it, you can actually make copies and kind of just rotate them around that axis. So you can make a really cool checkered board design or some kind of crap like that. Do remember that they are all still connected, and because of that, you won't be able to move them apart. So if you try to move like this part here, it's going to move it as a whole. If you triple click it, it's going to move it as a whole. And if you just like try and, oh my god, stop it. There's not too easy of a way to separate that as of that point. So yeah, that's about it for rotational. I mean, obviously you can still type in numbers at the bottom in order to set the rotation and things like that. You can rotate faces. You can even draw objects onto the faces, like my crescent moon Pac-Man here, and then pull it in if you really wanted to do such, or pull the other face out. It always looks really weird when I do that. And other than that, there's not really much else to rotations. So that about does it for this tutorial. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Follow me on Twitter, that's @Nathan42, and thanks for watching.